All right, welcome to today's live stream. I'm Jaden Sterling, founder of Sterling Stock Picker. Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate all of you, all of our new subscribers and our subscribers that we've had from the very beginning of this venture 8 years ago. Boy, time flies. It's incredible. So let's dive into the markets today. We've got the S&P up, the Dow up, NASDAQ up. I mean, across the board, we're looking good here. Silver making a big move today. That's in US dollars, 39.33 an ounce, up 2.25%. Bitcoin selling off slightly, but it's had a huge run up here recently. And we've got the S&P up, just a really strong market. I mean, everything that I'm seeing is indicating for this market to go higher. And I was talking to a friend earlier and she said, what are your thoughts on this market? I keep hearing differing opinions and that the market's going to go down and there's going to be this big, sell-off. And we have to remind ourselves as investors, I've been doing this for 37 years. It's crazy how time flies by. But we have to remind ourselves that the market can continue to climb the wall of worry. And what I mean by that is whenever there is concern or negative sentiment in the market's going to go higher. The time that we have to be most concerned about is when there's so much euphoria and optimism in the market and it's like, yay, the market's going to go sky high, nothing stopping it, nothing holding it back. That is the moment that there has to be real concern for the equity markets. So for now, you just be a confident investor, be someone who's putting money to work, not being afraid. Scared money doesn't make money in any market, in any venture, come to think of it. So let's dive into what's working this week. Earnings. Big week for earnings. We're seeing, just a packed schedule here. Big names before the open tomorrow: Lockheed Martin, Coca-Cola, home builder D.R. Horton. We'll see how their earnings come in, and it just goes on and on. Northrop Grumman, Tesla on after the close Wednesday. Google's Alphabet. Google's parent company there posting after the close on Wednesday as well. Some airline stocks on Thursday. The NASDAQ is actually posting earnings. That's coming out on Thursday before the open. We've got Intel after the close. And Friday, just a packed earnings schedule for the entire week. So when this is earnings season, right? We're just getting into it. So you can expect the next 2 to 3 weeks, a lot more companies posting earnings, and that could very well continue to drive this equity market higher. Intuitive Surgical is going to be an interesting one that posts Tuesday, tomorrow after the close. So let's take a look at this metric I've been showing now for a few weeks, the percent of stocks above their 50-day moving average. And, this has been the kind of go-to metric to see if the market is overvalued. And it's been dropping for the last few weeks since we've been tracking it. So we were started back here. And it was at 73.37, whereas today we're at 67. So 67% of all stocks currently are above their 50-day moving average. And, that number has been dropping. So that's actually, I think, a very positive thing for this equity market to continue to get it higher. If this number were to become in the 80 range and above, then we have real concerns of the full-blown, just a market way ahead of itself. Regardless, though, we still have to look at valuations. Really, to look at this equity market and go, okay, you just can't throw money at it and hope to make money. I think now more than ever, you have to be a very disciplined investor and look at stocks with reasonable valuations. I mean, Nvidia is one of those head scratchers at 4 trillion, 100 or 200 billion, something like that, where you just go, wow, it's just incredible, but it still continues to power higher. This is a repeat offender on our Streaking Stock Rockets list. If you're not familiar with this list and this software, I think it's really important to become familiar. We have a section called Stock Rockets, and all you have to do is click there. It'll take you to that section, and those are stocks that are, crushing it. They're industry top performers. They've got 4 and 5 star rated stocks in our system. They're growing their earnings at 35% or greater year over year. And they're just, some of the best companies out there. And so now we're seeing Nvidia making that list. It's been on there 10 times in the last 2 weeks. So what we've noticed, the stocks that have multiple appearances on this Stock Rocket list tend to do better. They tend to perform better. So we started tracking that for you to show you which stocks are making multiple appearances on this list for the last couple weeks. And we've got 3 categories. We call this initial category the launch pad, where stocks are on that list 3 times. And then it goes to liftoff. This is 4 to 6 times on the list. And then we've got to the moon, which is 10 and above. So very, 8, maybe some 7 and above. So really valuable information for you. This is the section I've made the most money with in our software. So really stay in the 4 to 5 range stock. But here's one making a really nice breakout here recently, AMD. And 4-star stock, the chart looks fantastic. All the financial metrics look really healthy with it. We've got, ideally, you've got the price on today's price action above all of the moving averages. It's above the short, intermediate, and long term. You've got green over red. MFI still not too toppy, too not oversold or overbought at 73. And I think this stock has more room to run. It's had its fallout this year. Like, it hit 172 earlier in October of last year, October 8th, and then it got crushed, like just down to, $78 was the closing. Now it has since doubled, almost doubled since then, April 8th. But they really got their act together business-wise. They reduced a bunch of debt. They've restructured. Now they're firmly in the AI game, and it's really reflecting in the price of the stock. The sentiment is way better with this company, and we're only, funny to say, we're only looking at a $257 billion company. I know that sounds hilarious. I mean, back in the day when I got started in 1990, 1990, it sounds so long ago. For a stock to have $1 billion market cap was considered a very large company. So now we're looking at this $257 billion company, and it's just making all the right moves. Insiders are buying. 2/3 of the insiders are buying versus selling. Very short share, outstanding position with this stock, but the financial health is the real exciting part. Stock price well below its intrinsic value, debt well below their equity. We've got levered free cash flow that is significantly within line of their debt, and operating cash flow well above capital expenditures. So it's looking really, really good from a financial health point of view, which is exactly what you need to be looking at in today's equity markets. You want to make sure that companies, especially if you're concerned, with the high valuation in this market, you want to make sure that they're trading well below their intrinsic value. It's really important. If there is a pullback, if there is some type of situation in the equity markets that that prompts a sell-off. You want to be owning companies like this that are trading, again, the stock price is below its intrinsic value. Super important in any market, but most importantly in this particular market. So take a look at our streaking stock rockets. Thanks so much. Your feedback has been phenomenal for our app, and we are just so grateful to have all of you in it. We've reached the 2,000 user mark for our software. 2,000 of you are in it, using it, giving us feedback. We're so grateful for that. And we've also upgraded or changed we've added the change log. This is updated on a weekly basis. We're letting you know what improvements have been made based on your reaching out to us. So continue to do that, please. We care about your opinion. We want this to be the best user experience, and let us know what your thoughts are. All you need to do is, when you're at we call it the hamburger menu here, scroll down to help and support, click tech support, and this is where you go if you have any issues or any questions or recommendations. Just go right here. We are happy to we field all of them, and we prioritize them. Basically anything you guys really want to see happen in the software, we will make happen for you. We really think that's important for your user experience. Last thing I want to talk about silver. Silver is making a big breakout move today. 53.54. This is Canadian dollars, up 2.25%. Gold is up as well, but only up 1.34%. Silver is the play here. When you look at the gold to silver ratio, silver is still undervalued. I think this is the way. This is the company I use, silvergoldbull.ca or .com. And they've been fantastic. We buy minted coins through them. They ship on time. There's never been an issue, and they insure the shipments as well. But you can feel confident when you buy through them that you're dealing with a reputable dealer. And I've always had high quality coins, really great experience. So I still think silver has room to go here, and gold as well, but silver is really an undervalued commodity right now. So I'm suggesting pick up some more silver coins. And all you do is, it's up to you if you want bars or coins. Coins are easier to handle. These bars are very heavy, right? They're just heavy, hard to store as well. But when you click through assorted coins, you're wanting to look at the ones that have a face amount of course, they're 99.99% fine silver. And here we go. So the one that I buy periodically is the Canadian Maple Leaf Silver coin. It's got a face amount of $5. When I say face amount, that means the amount that's on the front of the coin. The front of the coin, you always know, is the one that has the face. So this is $5, and if you buy enough, they send them to you in a stack like that. So when you buy 25 coins, you get them in a tube like this. I don't even go through it. I just take the tube and put it away. But you're going to see a difference in price if you're paying with credit card versus an e-transfer. They do give discounts for e-transfer, and you get discounts the more you buy. So that's how that works. It's been fantastic for us. Highly recommend them. And hey, have a great week.